Philippians 4 verse 4, it says, "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again, I say rejoice." A lot of people read the scripture and they go like, that's a wonderful scripture, but is that really possible? Can you really do that? My wife, when she quotes the scripture, she says, "Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say always." Think about that we can actually live 24 hours of the day, 7 days a week rejoicing. That is possible. So a lot of people go like, wow, that sounds possible, but you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what my circumstances brings to me sometimes. You know what? If we have to rejoice in our circumstances, then we will rejoice in the circumstances sometimes. And again, I say sometimes. But if we rejoice in the Lord, then that's a different kind of joy. That's not the joy that is created by circumstances. We can rejoice in circumstances by using the joy of the Lord. Nehemiah 8 verse 10, it says that the joy of whom? Of the Lord is our strength. Not our own joy, not joy that is derived from good circumstances. It is derived from the Lord Himself. And there's just a few things that we can do to live in that kind of joy. You know, Nehemiah 8, just before those scriptures about the joy of the Lord is our strength, it speaks about when Ezra the prophet came and he read the law to the people. And when he read the law to the people wept, they cried. A lot of times we are living our lives out of a law mentality. We live our lives out of an obligation to try and please God. But when we live there, the law will bring fear into your life. And that fear will lead you to a place where you cannot rejoice. Then he said to them, they must go and eat and drink the sweet, and send the portions to those of whom nothing is prepared, for this day is holy unto the Lord. So the people started drinking and they started eating and started having a feast, and then they rejoiced. So at this stage, they couldn't use the joy of the Lord properly. They had to eat and drink to get happy. We have the joy of the Lord deposited into our spirit. We have the joy of the Lord in us. So we can just believe it is there and live according to it. And that joy is different to the joy that the world has. When they are all going through sufferings, we are experiencing the joy of the Lord. Don't let what is going on in the world around you determine where your level of joy is. It is the joy of the Lord, His own joy, that He has placed inside of your spirit, man. That is your strength. So start downloading that joy and live in an expectancy of good, an expectancy of joy. And I'm telling you, that joy gives you the strength to go through any circumstance, and it can take your business, it can take your health and everything that you need that power of God in. That joy can give you the power to go through anything. And we believe you're going to be blessed and healthy and prosperous through this time. And the church is going forward while the world is falling behind. We are going forward and we are getting better and better. You are highly favored and deeply loved.